Downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, holding the 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
The defense has gotten to field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
On 4th down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on his opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Chubb running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And again, it's Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Chubb will get the call, running left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A give. This is Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got it. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
to kick off for the Browns.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Winston. Targeting Thomas Davis on the out route, making the catch. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Second down, Winston. Olave over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Down and goal to go.
Winston. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Final shot before the break. Watson swings this out for Hunt. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright. And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough. The Browns' drive about to get started. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still getting away half a field's worth of possession.
Kamara up the middle. Tackled by Jordan Elliott.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku.
Watson's pass complete to David Njoku. A big gain on the play. And it brings up 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Right back to Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Cleveland.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And all touchdown, Cleveland. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10. They're on the 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now it's Watson. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 10. For Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you turn around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 4th down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Browns 21, Saints 20. King York to kick off for the Browns.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Now Winston. It's complete. Kamara. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Winston to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Winston. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Running right through him. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.